Hey, welcome back to New England Fire Cooking. I'm Aaron Higgins, and today in this video, I want to show you guys how I like to make a nice Thanksgiving stuffing. It just goes really well with turkey, Thanksgiving meal. It's all savory notes and it's got a lot of savory notes, some sweet notes, some sausage. Hey, welcome back to New England Fire Cooking. I'm Aaron Higgins, and this might be the last time you see me in this t-shirt for the rest of the year. We're into November right now, and it's starting to get chillier and chillier, Hey, welcome back to New England Fire Cooking. I'm Aaron Higgins, and today in this video, I want to show you how I like to make a nice Thanksgiving stuffing. It's savory, it's sweet, it's meaty, it's rich, it's aromatic. I could just go on and on. But without further ado, let's fire up the Traeger and let's get to the grilling. So first what I did was I got a loaf of plain white Italian bread. The stuff's really soft. It'll do a really good job of absorbing liquid and staying nice and moist. And some people like to cut it up and cube it up. I didn't do that. I just pulled it apart with my hands. And this is going to serve as the base for our stuffing. Next, in this bowl, I have 5 ounces of shredded carrots, 5 ounces of raisins, and then a cup and a half of chopped white onion, another cup and a half of chopped celery, and then 1 average size apple, chopped up. Next, we got to bring some sausage to the game, and right here I have 1 pound of Johnsonville sweet Italian sausage, and this is just ground sausage. And over here I also have Johnsonville original breakfast sausage, and this is in patty form, but we're going to be dicing all this up on the Blackstone, get it all mixed together. Now I got my Blackstone fired up, and the next thing I want to do is get some oil down on this cooktop. And then I'm going to use my spatula, and I'm just going to move this oil around a little bit. I want to make sure that my cooking surface is nice and evenly coated with oil. And this is the hot side. This is going to be handling our sausage. Now I'm going to throw down this brick of sweet Italian sausage. We're going to follow that up with our breakfast sausage. And I just mashed all these patties together in a big block. Just makes it a little bit easier to move to the grill instead of doing one at a time. And we're going to dice all this up, and we're going to mix them together. Now I'm just going to attack this sausage with the spatula, and I'm just going to flip it over. I'm going to chop it up. I'm going to slash it up. I'm going to move it around. You want to get this into bite-sized pieces or smaller, and I'm just going to show no mercy. Show it absolutely no mercy with your chopping onslaught. Once you got your sausage busted up, just kind of let it do its thing. I lowered the heat a little bit, and I'm just going to let it evenly cook. And now I'm going to add some oil to this other side of the Blackstone. And I'm running this side a little bit cooler because this is what's going to be used to cook our vegetables. So now I have our vegetables on the griddle. And what I'm doing here is I'm using this big, fat, stupid spatula to just move these vegetables around. I want to make sure they're cooking nice and evenly. And I'm not really trying to blast these vegetables here. I'm just trying to move them around, get a nice sweat on them, and soften them up a little bit. And you just got to use your spatula to manipulate it and move it around. Again, keeping it moving is the key. You can let them sit for a little while, but you definitely don't want to walk away from it. I'm going to check on our sausage here, dice it up a little more. This requires a pretty active stance at the grill, so to speak. You don't want to walk away from it. It all cooks very quickly, so you want to keep a close eye on it. Now, this is what I want to see right here. The vegetables have a decent sweat to them. They're starting to soften up a little bit, and the sausage is nice and brown. Now we're ready to make some stuffing. So here I've got this really big mixing bowl, and I have our bread in it, and now I'm just going to pour our sausage and vegetables right on top of the bread, and now I want to move it around. I want to get this nice and incorporated. So once you got your veggies, your meat, and your bread all mixed together, I'm going to eyeball about a tablespoon of minced garlic to this, and then I'm going to lightly dust it with some finely ground cayenne pepper to bring a nice touch of heat to this. And finally, I'm going to add some rosemary to this, and this is going to give it a nice aromatic herb flavor to it. And once you're done with that, you want to mix it up a little bit more. You want to get all those seasonings, that pepper, that rosemary, that garlic, you want to mix it all together. Next, I want to add some liquid to this mixture, and I'm going to be using some chicken stock for this. You want to pour some liquid in there, and I don't dump it all in at once. I kind of creep up on it a little bit. The trick is to make sure that you add enough chicken stock so that your bread can absorb all of it. And as you can see here, I'm just giving it another really good mix. You want to always just keep mixing this mixture together. Next, I've got half a stick of cold butter sliced into pats, and I'm tossing that right into this mixture. And then I'm going to break these pats in half and make it a little bit easier to mix into this stuffing solution mixture thing. And now I'm going to add a little bit of some Italian breadcrumbs. And some people don't like to use these. Some people like to use more bread. I love Italian breadcrumbs, so that's what I'm doing. Give it another really good mix, and you may have to add some more liquid. We'll see how it goes. Yep, let's add some more liquid here. And then once the liquid's in, we're just going to keep right on mixing, guys. I can't stress that enough. You really want to have this really well mixed together. I really can't stress that enough. It's very important with stuffing. Okay, now this is the consistency I'm looking for. It's nice and moist, holds its shape. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Now we got to pan this up and get it right in the smoker. All right, so I have 2 little aluminum cake pans here, and that's going to work just perfect for this. I'm going to cook 2 pans total, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill this pan right up to the top. Okay, so I got both pans of stuffing right on the grate of our grill. We're using the Traeger Pro 34 today, using some pecan pellets running right at 350 degrees. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to close her up and come back in 45 minutes and see how they're doing. Okay, after 45 minutes, our stuffing is starting to get a nice brown color to it. You can see it bubbling a little bit. I'm going to give it about another 5 to 7 more minutes before I call it done. Now this is what I like to see. This looks absolutely perfect. Can't wait to give this a shot. I'm going to get it off the heat and let it calm down a little bit. Then we got to taste it. Okay, so here we are. This is exactly what I like to see in Thanksgiving stuffing. It should have enough constitution to stand up on its own, almost like a piece of lasagna, but then it should just crumble and fall apart when you want it to. And without holding this up any further, I'm going to get right into this and see how we did. Well, the first thing I noticed right off the rip is the smoke flavor. Just a night and day difference between cooking something like this in your oven and doing it in the smoker. The smoker just brings a really, really nice flavor. But now that I'm into this, let me get some of this sausage here, some of these raisins. Perfect blend of savory and sweet. Those savory notes, the rosemary, the garlic, along with the sausage, and then the raisins and the apples, just bring a great, great flavor profile to this. And it's moist. This is like it just came out of the bird. That chicken stock too helps accentuate that poultry flavor that you want to have in stuffing. Carrots and celery are just ever so slightly crispy. Your onions are cooked through, but they're not mush. Yeah, those carrots, you still have a little bit of crunch. That is perfect. I love sausage stuffing. And get creative with this. Make this unique to you. Use what you like. Also getting a little bit of that cayenne pepper now. Just ever so slight touch of heat. It's just perfect. This is perfect. I love this stuff. I will load up on this stuff when it comes to Thanksgiving dinner. I'm not kidding you. This is just absolutely fantastic. Sweet Italian sausage and that breakfast sausage combo. That's awesome. If you want more heat, use some hot Italian sausage. A beer broth sausage would be good in this too. In fact, I'd say about just about any sausage would be good in this. Wow. Yep. These raisins, I'm telling you. Some people don't like raisins in their stuffing. That's okay. I love them. I absolutely love them. I think if I was ever afforded a last meal, so to speak, I think I'd choose Thanksgiving dinner with plenty of stuffing. All right, guys, I'm gonna take this last bite, and my daughter's itching to go outside and jump in the big pile of leaves before we have dinner tonight. But if you like what you see here and you like what we're doing on this channel, please give us a subscribe. Check us out on Instagram, check us out on Facebook. We're on those social media platforms. Leave your comments in the comments section or just send us a message. We love hearing from you guys. Also, if you have any interest in Traeger pellet smokers or Blackstone griddles, please use the links that we put in the description of this video to check those products out. There are affiliate links. Helps this channel out big time when you guys do that. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you, and we'll see you next time. Oh man, the 23rd can't come fast enough. Just can't. That's why we're making stuff in early though. Stuff.